Listen to Learn podcast.
Welcome to part 4 of the Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Asking for Price and Size. And welcome back to Listen to Learn podcast. Over the course of this series, we've explored the essential language of shopping in English. You've learned how to ask about prices, understand spoken numbers, discuss clothing and shoe sizes, use fitting rooms confidently, and communicate politely in retail situations. Now, we've arrived at the final part of our journey. Today's episode is all about bringing everything together. We'll walk through step-by-step shopping scenarios that show how these expressions are used in real conversations. You'll hear how the vocabulary, questions, and phrases you've learned throughout this series work together naturally in everyday situations. We'll also finish with a comprehensive vocabulary review to help you strengthen your understanding and remember the most important words and expressions from the entire course. By the end of this episode, you'll have a complete foundation for asking about prices and sizes in English with greater confidence. So whether you've been with us since part 1 or you're joining us today, this episode will help you put everything into practice. Let's get started. Module 9, Step-by-Step Scenario Explanations. To ensure all of these individual modules connect together into a usable skill, let us walk through 4 complete shopping scenarios. I'm going to explain exactly how a shopper moves through a store, step by step, using all the phrases we have uncovered today. Scenario 1, Buying a winter jacket. Imagine walking into a large department store on a chilly winter day. You notice a beautiful wool coat hanging on a mannequin. You walk over to the coat, but you cannot find a price tag on the sleeve or the collar. Your first step is to look for a store employee. When you find one, you smile and say, "Excuse me, how much is this coat?" The employee looks at the system and says, "That coat is $120. You realize that $120 fits your budget perfectly, so you decide to check the size. The coat on the display rack is a size small, but you know you need a size medium. Your next step is to ask the employee, "Do you have this coat in a medium?" The employee looks through the rack and finds a medium for you. They hand it to you. Now, you want to try it on to make sure it looks good. You ask the employee, "Where are the changing rooms?" They point to the back of the wall. You walk over, try on the coat, and find that it fits perfectly. You step out, smile at the assistant, and say, "It fits great. I'll take it. Thank you for your help." You then walk directly to the front register to pay. This is a perfect, smooth shopping interaction. Scenario 2, Finding running shoes. Now let us imagine a different scenario. You walk into a sports shop because you need new sneakers for running. You see a beautiful pair of white sneakers displayed high up on the wall shelf. Because the shoes are far away from you, you point up to them and say to the worker, "Excuse me, how much are those white sneakers?" The worker answers, "Those are $95. You decide that is a fair price, so you ask for your shoe size. Remember, shoe sizes are numbers and shoes are plural. You say, "Do you have these in a size 8? The assistant says, "Let me check the stockroom for you." They walk into the back room and return with an orange shoe box. They open the box and hand you the shoes. You sit down on the bench and put them on. As you lace them up, you notice that your toes feel tightly squished at the front. The size 8 is a bit too small. You need a larger size. You look at the assistant and say, "These are a bit too small. Do you have a size 8.5 or a size 9? The assistant checks their stock again and brings you a size 9. You try the size 9 on and your feet feel incredibly comfortable. You say to the worker, "These are perfect. I'll take them, thank you." You take the box and walk to the cashier. Scenario 3, Exploring a local craft market. Let us imagine a more casual environment, like an outdoor weekend market filled with handmade crafts. You approach a stall that sells beautiful ceramic goods. You see a row of handmade blue ceramic mugs resting on a table. Because they are close to you, you say to the stall owner, "Good morning. Excuse me, how much are these blue mugs?" The vendor smiles and says, "Those are $10 each." Right behind the vendor, on a high shelf, you see a large matching teapot. Because it is far away, you point to it and ask, "And how much is that large teapot behind you?" The vendor answers, "The teapot is $35. You think about it and decide you only want to buy the mugs today, but you prefer a green color instead of blue. You look at the table and ask, "Do you have these mugs in green?" The vendor looks inside a large cardboard box under the table and pulls out 2 green ceramic mugs. They are exactly what you wanted. You hand the vendor the money and say, "Perfect. I'll take these 2 green mugs. Thank you so much." The vendor wraps them in paper, hands them to you, and you continue exploring the market. Scenario 4. Requesting a shift from inside the changing room. In our final scenario, let us look at what happens when you are already inside the fitting room. You brought a formal button-down shirt inside to try on. The tag says it is a size large. You slip the shirt on, button it up, and look in the mirror. You immediately see that the fabric is sagging down your arms and the waist feels completely loose and baggy. The shirt looks massive on you. You need a smaller size. Suddenly, the store attendant walks down the corridor and knocks softly on your door. They call out, "How is everything fitting in there?" This is your perfect chance to get help without getting dressed again. You call back through the door clearly, "It's a bit too big. Do you have the next size down?" The assistant knows that the next size down from a large is a medium. They answer through the door, "Yes, let me grab a medium from the floor rack for you." A moment later, they knock again and say, "I have the medium here. I'm passing it over the top of the door." You reach up, take the medium shirt, and try it on. It fits beautifully. You call out, "This one is perfect. I'm going to take it. Thank you so much for your help." You put your original clothes back on, step out of the room, hand the incorrect large shirt to the attendant, and carry your perfect medium shirt to the counter. Module 10. Final Comprehensive Vocabulary Review. We have traveled through an immense amount of language training over the course of this hour. To ensure that absolutely none of this valuable knowledge fades away when you turn off this audio, we are going to spend our final major module performing a thorough vocabulary review. We will repeat and anchor every single key word we unlock today. Let us carefully review our pricing words. 1. How much? Your primary question starter. Whenever you want to find out the price or cost of an item, these are the first 2 words you should say. 2. This. Used for one single item that is close to your body or in your hand. 3. That. Used for one single item that is far away from you. 4. These. Used for 2 or more plural items that are close to you. 5. Those. Used for 2 or more plural items that are far away from you. 6. Cost. The active verb that means the amount of money needed to buy something. 7. Excuse me. The universal polite phrase used to start a conversation with a shop employee. Let us carefully review our sizing and fitting room words. 1. Size. The physical measurements or dimensions of clothing or shoes. 2. Small, medium, large, extra large. The standard categories for clothing fits. 3. In a small, in a medium, in a large. the phrase structure you use when asking for a specific clothing size. 4. In an extra large, the modified structure using an to match the vowel sound of extra. 5. Smaller size, larger size, descriptors used when you want a general adjustment without naming a strict letter category. 6. Size up, an idiom meaning to move exactly one step higher in size. 7. Size down, an idiom meaning to move exactly one step lower in size. 8. Changing room, fitting room, dressing room, the names for the private space where you try on clothes. 9. Out of stock / sold out, phrases that mean the store has completely sold all units of an item and has 0 left. 10. Thank you anyway, a vital polite phrase used to thank an employee for their time, even if they couldn't find your size. Let us listen to the absolute core questions one final time, delivered with extreme clarity and slow pacing so you can lock their sounds deep into your mind. Excuse me, how much is this? How much does this book cost? Excuse me, how much is that? How much does that watch cost? Excuse me, how much are these? How much do these shoes cost? Excuse me, how much are those? How much do those boots cost? Do you have this shirt in a small? Do you have this dress in a medium? Do you have this jacket in a large? Do you have this sweater in an extra large? Do you have these jeans in a smaller size? Do you have this coat in a larger size? Do you have these running shoes in a size 8? Do you have these boots in a size 9.5? Where are the changing rooms? Where is the fitting room? I'll take it, thank you. Oh, I see. Thank you anyway. We have officially reached the conclusion of this incredibly detailed, full-length shopping masterclass on the Listen to Learn podcast. You should be immensely proud of your dedication today. Spending an entire hour focusing on and practicing English is a massive achievement, and it is exactly how real language fluency is built. Language acquisition does not happen through quick tricks or sudden shortcuts. It happens through steady, continuous listening, repeated exposure to clear structures, and allowing your brain to absorb natural speech patterns over an extended period. By finishing this full-length episode, you have given your mind a wonderful foundation of high-quality English input. The next time you walk into a store, browse an international website, or travel to a beautiful foreign country, remember the phrases and structures we broke down today. Never let the fear of making a small mistake or mispronouncing a word stop you from speaking. Retail workers look forward to helping customers every single day, and they will always show immense respect for a shopper who uses polite expressions like, "Excuse me," "Please," and "Thank you anyway." This full-length training episode was proudly brought to you by English Practice Insider. If you found this hour of learning valuable, we warmly invite you to explore our entire collection of beginner-focused podcast episodes. We offer deep-dive masterclasses covering everything you need for daily life, including how to order food at a restaurant, how to check into a hotel smoothly, how to navigate international airports, how to ask for directions in a new city, and how to make casual small talk with new friends. Be sure to subscribe to the English Practice Insider channel so you never miss an opportunity to grow your vocabulary and strengthen your speaking skills. Keep listening to these episodes during your free time, keep repeating the core phrases out loud when you are alone, and watch your confidence soar day by day. Thank you so much for your wonderful focus, energy, and dedication throughout this hour. Until we meet again in our next training episode, stay positive, keep practicing your English with pride, and enjoy your shopping. Have an absolutely wonderful day ahead.
English Practice Insider. Fearless English, Powerful Future.